Thank you. This is Federal High Court.
So they put up posters around Abuja to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, a dangerous person. I want to try and see if I can put the screenshot of that screenshot from that video. Let's see if I can put one up that is readable. You know, it's like so fast enough that could barely pick the content. Let's see if this one is readable. It's still very much terrible. Yeah. So federal government, what's this again? Anyway, what they are putting out there is to portray Nnamdi Kanu as a dangerous person that Nigeria cannot afford, right, to let him go. Or your court says that he's committed no crime. So we started this campaign against Mazi, and I hope somebody also will print Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's posters, right? That says all the warnings he gave to Nigeria when he warned Nigeria, right? And Nigerians, and where Nigeria is set today, and always boldly say, the man who saw today, yesterday, and also boldly write it on top, prisoner of conscience, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader, indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, the man who saw today, yesterday. Then you list that and print that, print that and paste it all over Abuja as well. That's not too much of a thing that anybody can do, is it? It is not. They are trying to be petty, cheeky and all that, right? But at the same time, okay, you can actually play the game with it. I would believe. It's unbelievable. Clowns, jesters. Talking about clowns and jesters, I saw a video, again, this is my own opinion, okay? I saw a video where the supposed Nigerian military, which kind of was like, yeah, the Air Force, I don't even know what to call them, all right? But they shared a video that they called the show of force. You know what I mean? Like to display what they are capable of doing. And then I am like, but we have this Sahelian terrorists who are not doing all of this practice exercise, and they are gaining ground. They are hoisting flags. They are clearing territories inside Nigeria. So that's why I call them clowns. Have you seen this video? With all of that, now one Abdullahi from the Sahel, right? Go enter barrack, lead all of his other guys in, and then these specially trained soldiers, you go see them say, Omo, the only thing they will remember in all of their training is the endurance trek. You know, when you have to trek about 40, 50 kilometers before you reach another base, because they just attack your base, right? So the only skill that they usually put to use, the survivors, the soldiers that survives, is the endurance trekking, hard terrain, mushy, muddy terrains. Because fighting, go. Props last Sunday. You get what I mean? Like the way people dress on Halloween. And they say dress your career day, that kind of what you do in secondary school, career day dressing. Then you go to the show, you buy face masks or the gas mask, you buy some other toy stuff. Then you pretend that you are actually a Marine, kind of. Because apart from that, I've not seen them like special help. The special help, they say they train these people in a special operation. And then they will just go. That thing we watch in the movies, right? Solo, they will blend in, and then they will start taking all the terrorists one by one, their leaders. It's not even about like what we watch in the movies. We have seen America. We have seen them done it a few times. Remember Soleimani? Remember some of all those guys they took out as well? Yeah, we saw them online. Almost like what we watched in the movies, right? Like Nigeria no fit train all these guys except when they will begin, except to be harassing, oppressing the supposed civilians. The same people they are meant to be protecting, though. Some believable say clowns. And Nigerians themselves are unbelievable. Because I saw a video, right? There's a guy who, right now, I'm trying to figure it out, or maybe I'm late, or maybe I'm slow, right? I'm trying to figure out what exactly is. I want to say what the exact is going on here. Or maybe you have seen it. So this guy said that they lied to people, right? You know what? It's in Yoruba, so listen.
Mr. Maejo, kí ló gbé yín dé Àgídìgbò?
Èmi àti girlfriend mi a plan pé a fẹ́ ṣe wedding. A di àwọn bí 100 plus nínú group ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni wọ́n pẹ̀lú àwọn tí mo mọ̀. Òun náà dẹ̀ kó àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa. A dẹ̀ ta aṣọ ní 50,000 pẹ̀lú package so ní ó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn yẹn. So after tí a ta aṣọ tán, ó ní mo left group sọ pé ìyàwó ti sá lọ. Ọ̀dọ̀ plan mi àti ẹni. So ọ̀dọ̀ package ni aṣọ tí a gbé fún wọn. So hotel ta lodge sí èmi àti ẹ̀ after tí a gba owó tá gba bí 5 million ni ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti wá ká wa mọ́ láàárọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ́ wa sí ọ̀dọ̀ Alhaji Oríyọmí pé ká gbẹnu sí máìkì kì í dẹ̀ ṣe pé bóyá pé 40 tiwa náà situation Nigeria ni ó jẹ́ ká wò pé ká decide láti package aṣọ owó la fi ra aṣọ náà a dẹ̀ tẹ orúkọ a tẹ everything.
Okay, situation Nigeria ló jẹ́ kẹ́ fògbójú gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn.
No, fògbójú gba á fún wọn láṣọ ó ní a taṣọ fún wọn.
Ǹjẹ́ máa wá ṣe wedding yìí àbẹ́ ṣe wedding?
Ní plan ká fẹ́ ṣe wedding normal girlfriend ni wá kì í ṣe pé bóyá.
àtàwọn aṣọ ń kọ́.
Àti nínú 3 million tèmi yọ 100 la tà fún 50,000 2 million lèmi fóun èmi dẹ̀ ti nínú fóun tèmi ra ladies bag.
Okay, àwọn tí ẹ ta aṣọ 50k fún ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lẹ fẹ́ kí wọ́n ṣe fún yín?
Kán má bínú kán jọ situation Nigeria.
Kán má bínú báwo à.
Calm down.
Àmọ́.
Àmọ́. Lọ́wọ́ báyìí ẹ dá owó padà owó tẹ̀ra bẹ́ẹ̀ sì lọ wá owó kálukú dáadáa padà.
Èmi ti fowó sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù.
Alhaji ló bá wa dá.
So it must be a skit. I stumbled on that and I was like, no, I won't see that alone. A lot of you would have to see it with me. And if it's a skit, right, then we probably will suffer the embarrassment together, right? Anyway, talking about a skit, that one may be a skit. The next one I'm about to share with you is not a skit. Because this person is anyway, he happened to be the governorship candidate of PDP in Lagos in 2023. Okay, so he has now crossed over to APC, and people said he was from there, like he kind of like came from there to join PDP to become their candidate, but he's back home now. Again, it is not a skit because, or maybe it is. No, it is not. Okay, you know what? Figure it out.
Back home. is as a result of the reforms that Mr. President is doing. And I'll tell you, because I don't just talk, I know what I'm saying. A selfish president is only a selfish president. Listen to me very well. It's only a selfish president that would say, yes, subsidy must go, but because of my re-election, I will not remove it now. I will remove it in next election. Only a selfish president. But a selfless one who actually mean well for the country will say, even if I am going to bet my second coming, I will do what is best for the country, for Nigeria. And that is what the president is. Because if he's actually thinking of his own re-election, Wallah, he will not remove that subsidy. And he will not float that naira. Yes, of course, it came with some temporary pain. And I will tell you, we're already seeing the reforms working. I'll give you 2 examples. Go and check NBS very well, Bureau of Statistics. In 2023, April 2023, that was the last fact before this government came to office. I'll mention 2 states. Ogun State, our neighbor, from the Federation account, only collected about 2.9 billion. Zamfara State, about 3.5 billion. Go back to April 2024, that's a year after, correct? Yes. Ogun State collected from the Federation account about 7.9 billion. While Zamfara State collected 8.9 billion. Today, you will see all the state governors coming to tell you, I have been doing everything and I did not borrow a kobo. Yes. That is because the man at the center pumped back the money, removed from subsidy, from the floated naira, and return it back to the component state.
Ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún sí lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí.
That's how they roll. Just pull number out of your ass, flaunt it with confidence. People will believe, you know. Before Tifnubu, the NBS, National Bureau of Statistics, said unemployment in Nigeria was about 43%. When Tifnubu came in, without creating any job or anything, they replaced NBS. First, he removed Kale, the guy in charge, replaced him with an Agbadorian. About within 2 months that they replaced the former guy, the new guy released a favorable statistics. Guess what? Nigeria has no unemployment problem. In fact, it's only 4.5% Nigerians that are unemployed. Others, they have so much work, so much job. Do you understand an economy that says they have 4% unemployment? It simply means that it is a productive economy. No improvement in electricity, no improvement in security, no improvement in infrastructure per se, but suddenly from 45% unemployment down to 4.5%. Magic, Abi. But overall, everywhere you turn to in Nigeria, there is a beggar. I'm talking about more than you've ever seen before in your life. We are aware of those who are losing their jobs. This one has lost his job, that one has lost his job because businesses are folding and dying. But to Tifnubu and his gang, no, everything is fine. He floated in Naira. He removed the subsidy. Floated Nigeria Naira, he said, right? That took Nigeria Naira from 450 Naira to $1 to straight 1,700 Naira to $1. And then it came down to 1,600 Naira to $1. They said reform is working. See? The reform is working. When they took your own exchange rate from Abi, and you are import-dependent country. So in case if they are telling you that you're not spending dollar, they've said that many times to fool some of you who can easily be fooled. Because in the long run, you are those who are supposed to say things are changing for real. But why won't you say things are changing? Like some of you have become so used to what they have now pushed, where they have pushed you to, that you can't even remember where you were. and how uncomfortable you thought you were then. So today, they can take a bag of rice to 120,000 naira, bring it down to 70,000 naira, and yeah, the reform is working. That is their own theory. The reform is working. You know? And that is why these guys in the northwest of Nigeria, yeah, northwest, I'm talking about Kaduna, Sokoto. No, sorry, Kaduna is not even northwest. Right, northwest and the northwest central. All right. So they came together to give Tifnubu a vote of confidence that Tifnubu is doing well, because in their region alone, northwest, northeast, north central, in these places where the terrorists have actually claimed, man, politicians. Anyway, they came out to say Tifnubu has been very good to them, because in Tifnubu's government, they have 12 ministers and different other appointments, and then others that actually doesn't exist. So therefore, they have endorsed Tifnubu for 2027, but this is 2025. Politicians.
Ways, we support to ensure that we have 12 ministers, the highest by any zone in Nigeria. And as of today, we are having the Right Honorable Speaker from the Northwest, Deputy Senate President from the Northwest, the National Chairman of my great party from the Northwest, and also we have also experienced a lot of infrastructural intervention by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Having said all this, I would like to hand over to the Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Nnamdi to pass a vote of confidence on our amiable President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once more, I rise on behalf of the whole entire APC family of the Northwest, comprising all our governors, all members of the National Assembly, all members of the Executive Council, including our ministers, other political appointees, our party men and women, to emphatically move a motion for a vote of confidence on our dear President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his progressive governance, his inclusive leadership, and unwavering support to the good people of the Northwest geopolitical zone, particularly in all aspects of socio-economic areas, as highlighted by our governor, agriculture, economy, infrastructure, appointments, and Northwest development, which has just come on board. We feel expedient to jointly and collectively move a motion to support that we are behind him, we are together with him, and is our only candidate in the 2027 election. I say no on behalf of the whole stakeholders.
It is an honor and privilege to call on the governor, the former governor, the governor of Kebbi State, Comrade Dr. Nasir Idris, Orogundu, to support the motion of implementing by the Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable about this way.
My name is Dr. Nasir Idris, Comrade, Governor of Kebbi State. I stand here to support the motion moved by Right Honorable Speaker Patrick D. about PLD in support of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his professional leadership and supporting him for his second term in office come 2027 inshallah. Please support.
Thank you very much. At this juncture, I would like to call on the Honorable Speaker and the Deputy Senate President, who are parliamentarians. I was there last time, but now they are, to now advance and continue the process for it to be legitimate. And hereby, shall we put the question? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those in support should say aye. Those in support should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is no nay. I didn't hear any nay. For the ayes have it. Congratulations, Northwest. Thank you very much. At this juncture, we would like to appreciate everyone, but before we conclude,
of our greedy leaders. Oh, Tonja, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that you have peace in our nation. We'll join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agent IE.
You there? You didn't hear nay. And of course, they are putting all of that up because that also guarantees their own return. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Associate with Nnamdi so that when they are writing the result, yours will be written too, or you will be writing yours too. Somebody said Nigeria can never survive. Of course, when you look at these characters, it's easier to tell, except if you love living in denial, like tell yourself that, I don't want to see that. I want to see something else. Ignore the obvious. Nigeria will survive with these characters. All right. So I do have more, or I am currently kind of feeling like I've got a headache. So I'm going to end the broadcast after this. And that is taking you to the Egungun Festival in Oyo State. And it is Yoruba Land Egungun Festival, where they brought all the masquerades from across Yoruba Land and beyond, up to Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, and all these places that they brought you as Yorubas. So I'll take you there. They rounded it up. They rounded it up today. It may not be your thing, but this is culture. Like that, right? Let me take you through it.
jáde ní lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìpònà tó kú kò ní kò wá àṣẹ gbangba òkú ìní dá wa lójú àṣẹ àní ilé kúrò dé àṣẹ àní tòde wọlé á jèrè láyé á bèrè ìjẹ̀kọ́ àṣẹ. Ọdún tí a wá ṣe lónìí kò ní jẹ́ òpin kò ní jẹ́ àṣemọ́ àṣẹ torí pé eégún nínú ilé ayé kú ilé ayé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa yóò kú àṣẹ. Àwọn ará ọ̀run ìyá bàbá gbogbo wa ní bá a ní ní òde ọ̀run wọ́n fọwọ́ tì wá àṣẹ o gbogbo tí a gbé síwájú ló ṣeé ṣe. Nígbà tí Ifá sọ pé ojú abojú kúkú oṣù múrẹ̀ èrè níyì ẹ̀rẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ mi lé jẹ̀gẹ́ ọdún jọjọ́ èsì lọmọ kẹyìn wọn ọlọ́dún wa kọdún rẹ̀ pé àkànnàmọ̀gbò oko kìí kọdún jẹ àrìmọ́wò ìní òní kọdún jẹ ọdún òní lè pa mí jẹ àkànnàmọ̀gbò oko kìí kọdún jẹ àrìmọ́wò ìwọ òní kọdún jẹ ìní òní kọdún jẹ ọdún òní lè pa wá jẹ àkànnàmọ̀gbò oko kìí kọdún jẹ àrìmọ́wò gbogbo tí à ń dáwọ́lé látọdún ìtúbídẹ̀ míì ire ni ó máa já sí ìdùnnú àtayọ̀ tá a fi lé wa sí ayọ̀ lágbàdà bá agídí àwọn níyan kángbọ̀n kánú oko ògbọ́n òrìrẹ̀ lọ́fàyà balẹ̀ kùrùkù àìrà tó gbójú ní kàrókò tewétewé ládà ọ̀run mìlà ń gbà jogun gbogbo lépa rẹ̀ kiri ikú kẹ́ẹ̀mọ́ lè bà wá mọ́ kùsàkùsà lajá lè bàgbé mọ́ àrùn kẹ́ẹ̀mọ́ lè bà wá mọ́ kùsàkùsà lajá lè bàgbé mọ́ ibi gbogbo kẹ́ẹ̀mọ́ lè bà wá mọ́ kùsàkùsà lajá lè bàgbé mọ́ àtòfò àtàrùn kó máa gbénú ìgbẹ́wò wá kí tọwọ́tọmọ kó yálé kó ké sí gbogbo wa. Èyí tí mo wí lónìí kí a rọ̀ mọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ ló ní kó ṣẹ oṣù ló ní kó má sọnà awíyáre kì í wí tiẹ̀ kó má ṣẹ